Today, we are celebrating the feast of the Assumption of Mary. It was Pope Pius XII in his apostolic constitution entitled Munificentissimus Deus that states, "We proclaim and define as divinely inspired dogma that the Immaculate Conception, or Mother Mary, after her life on earth was assumed body and soul to the glory of heaven." And so the reading for today is tied up with the visitation of Mary to Elizabeth. It is actually tied up to Immaculate Conception and then the Assumption. Mary lived a blessed life. That's why he was assumed to heaven. It was her reward to live a blessed life. And so I think it is not for Mary that we are celebrating today. It is more for us. When we celebrate the Assumption of Mary, yes, we are grateful for Mary, but it is actually for us, because Mary's life should be our pattern of living. She is our model and our aspiration, because where she is now, the truth is, we will also be. What she underwent after her life journey, we will all experience that if we live a blessed life. That is the condition, to live a blessed life. You know, don't think Mary had a very easy life just because she said yes to God. It is actually the beginning of her own journey. She is so connected to Jesus, and so whatever Jesus underwent, she also did. Passion and death. And then after her journey, he received the reward immediately. That is the Assumption, the dogma of the Assumption, because of all what he went through. She's an immaculate, meaning no sin, and that's why no corruption of the body. But for us who look and ask for Mary's intercession, we will have that journey of difficulty, of death. But if we live a blessed life, we will also have the same reward. What is that blessed life? It is a life lived under the grace of God. Remember, the angel Gabriel said to her, "Hail, full of grace." That's it. She was full of grace. How it to experience the fullness of grace? When you come out of the confession, you are full of grace. When you receive the Holy Eucharist in a state of grace, you are full of grace. But what sustained Mary is the truth. She was full of grace. She underwent difficult journey in her life, and yet it was a blessed life. But for us, we know it is hard. We just came out of the Mass and we easily get angry, right? What is that blessed life sustained us about? And so for today, we will learn first what is to be called blessed, and then second, how to be a blessing. What is blessed? Being blessed is the recognition of God's goodness in our lives. In our lives. Remember that. You, me, we are all blessed if we recognize the goodness of God in our lives. Mary's Magnificat says, "My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord." Can you say that now in your life? the greatness of the Lord in your life. My spirit rejoices in God, my Savior. Can you smile in your heart saying, God is my Savior. He has accompanied me in all my journey. So that's why Elizabeth was able to say, blessed are you among women. And then at the very end, she said also, you are blessed because you believe that the Lord would do what He said. The promise of God sustained Mary in her journey. Example for this today. Think consciously of God's presence. You can close your eyes and feel God's presence. We should inhale God's blessing. Take it in and then exhale God's blessing to purify us and to fill us with that blessing. You know, every morning, every waking is a blessing. In Tagalog, we say that every gising is a blessing. But it is a reality. It is another gift of God, another day to live, to be blessed and be a blessing to others. At times, we need people like Elizabeth to tell us, you are blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. We are all blessed. Because at times, we easily give up to temptations of difficulty. We easily be blinded by magnifying the pain, the suffering, the punishment. Why this is happening to me? Am I punished by God? We tend to easily magnify the problem rather than magnify God in our life. My soul magnifies the Lord. Mary said, always. You know, there's a Filipino culture that I would like to share with you, but I need to demonstrate it. It is, Nanay, can you come forward? Yes. It is called mano po, right? So it's a culture in the Filipino that we respect our elders. And so the young one would reach out for the hand of an older person and ask for her or his blessing. Okay? It's a sign of respect. But it is actually, even the older person can ask for my blessing because I'm a priest. So she will be the one to ask for my blessing. A beautiful tradition, thank you. You can also sanitize your hand if you want to. You know, we have to be safe, right? And so that kind of thing in our life, it's more of respect, but a deeper sense of that is actually asking people to bless us. And it helps us to relate with our family, because if you will not ask for the blessing of the elder, there is something wrong with your relationship. Right? You can check that out. But it's asking God to bless you. Sometimes I'm hesitant to give my blessing because the person is older or much respected than me. But I know they are asking not just for my blessing, but God's blessing in me. We have to be reminded that we have to bless each other. Why? As I said, we easily give into temptation. Example, when you come out of this church and then into the traffic and someone cut you off, what will you do? You will lower your window and probably put out your hands, right? But will it change a thing? It will not. The only thing you can protect is yourself. So, don't give into the temptation of being angry. Why not say a blessing instead? God bless you. I know it becomes a habit for you to say a curse word rather than a blessing. But it takes also another practice to say a blessing. You don't know what's happening to them. But When you say a curse word, who is the first person to be cursed? Is it the person? No, it's you. Because it's coming out of you. And so when you say a blessing to those person who cursed you, you are the first person to be blessed. And you ask God to bless you. And so when we receive uncharitable words from your neighbor, rejected by your friend, taken for granted by your spouse, disrespected by your children, bless them. Because the reality is, one of the greatest hunger of the world today is blessing. People wake up in the morning already cursed in their home and go to work, again cursed, drive, curse again. What will make a difference? Your blessing. We say thank you. Study this, huh? We say thank you. And in Hispanic, we say muchas gracias. Think of it. Gracias, muchas. Many graces. So grace and blessing leads you to be grateful, to say thank you. So you can interchangeably use it. Give thanks and be a blessing. Only a person who recognizes the blessing can give thanks. What are you thanking about? The blessing, right? So that's the first. What is a blessing? Second, what it means to be a blessing. Because we are not blessed enough until we become a blessing to others. Mary did not keep the blessing to herself. I am the mother of God. No. She went in haste to visit her cousin, Elizabeth, not to drag herself, I am the mother of God, or to chit-chat or whatever. No. She went there to serve. The mother of God serving, wow. Right? God blessed us, not just for our own goodness. He blessed us for us to realize that we have to bless others with our own blessing that God has blessed us. Because if we will not share that blessing can cease to become a blessing and become a curse instead. Example, King Saul, right? He was chosen and blessed to be the king of Israel. But later on in his life, he became jealous, arrogant, and even disregarded God as the source of his accomplishment. So he focused on the blessing rather than the source of blessing. I am intelligent, I am rich, I am blessed with a lot of things. Yes, but it is because of him, not because of you. So that's King Saul. Joseph, he was cast out and was sold to the Egyptian, but he remained faithful to God and was blessed to become the governor of Egypt. He used his blessing to bless his brothers and their family. So in the process, he was healed of resentment, of tendency for revenge against his brother. All because he lived a blessed life. A classical example that can happen to our family is when your parents died and you have inheritance. Inheritance can be a source of blessing or a curse. It can unite and deepen the family bond, or it can divide family because of arrogance and entitlement. I saw that so many times. In conclusion, Mary was assumed by the angels in heaven, body and soul, because she lived a blessed life. Remember this. Angels can fly not because they have wings. That's our depiction of how to fly with wings. No. Angels can fly because they have nothing that pulls them down. no hatred, no anger, no jealousy, no resentment. All joyful recognition of God's goodness in them. So, live a blessed life. Be blessed and be a blessing. Amen.